Number one, anyone that's been watching my channel knows that I'm not black conscious. Neither do I baby, spoil, or agree with black people. Black people.
I'm so hoarse. Just wanna thank you, Lord, that I can breathe today. Oh, I can breathe.
P4b Cruz. I love me some white people. P4b Cruz. I love me some white people. That's another dumb thing that black people jump. That's another dumb thing that black people jump. P4b Cruz. I love me some white people. P4b Cruz. Black. Next to every good black person is a fuck.
Just a piece of the song.
Look here, you stepped into Dragnuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga. I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people. I'm superior than a lot of blacks because I follow the right culture. I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people. You know, I've seen these atheists act like a bunch of fags. I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people. A woman flashing her beauty. That's like walking in a room with dog treats. Like, why are you bringing those in here? Are you trying to tease me with treats, or what are you doing?
And even clean.
I think women are naive. I love Jesse Lee Peterson. I think he's got a great mind. Need to watch your mouth. Need to watch your goddamn mouth. And I'm thinking, brothers, sisters, somebody know this lady. Come get your dog. Like, call off your dog, man. Get her out of here, you know. P4b Cruz, your life application. So I'm still signing off. Give me something, and I'll write a video about it. God bless you. Good night.
All right. Yeah. Sorry about that. Last night I fell asleep out in the living rooms because me and the wife were talking and watching something out there, and yeah, I fell asleep and woke up like 3 a.m. and then went back in the room. She came back in the room. She had to get up, go to work, living room work, and I went back to sleep and had a weird dream about the army. Some weird bounty hunter mercenary shit. I don't know, it was weird. But what am I doing? Oh. So yeah, I fell asleep and forgot. There we go. That was low. Okay, now you should be able to hear me a bit better. Cause yeah. That was low. Women are naive. This music video is a smear campaign against P4b Cruz, according to him and his co-workers. He has said that he was taken out of context when he said those things. When he says women are naive, he gives you an explanation as to why you women are naive. It's not just that phrase. When he says that he is superior to a lot of blacks, he gives you context to show you why he's superior. Now, I talked to how many kills did I get in a dream? That's a secret. If y'all watched Atheist Experience the other day, yesterday, y'all might have heard Kamal call in. Kamal and I had a whole ass conversation in Discord after that, and he and I were talking about D-Roy. And one of the things that I told Kamal was that what we gonna do is we're going to go over this smear campaign. I think I might actually call this the series that I'm planning to do. I'm gonna call it the smear campaign. All right. And the idea is because he's already saying, you know, he's done. That's it. He doesn't want to talk anymore. And, you know, there's a video he actually made recently where he says he's done. He's not going to look at my videos and respond to my videos because I'm trying to get him to stop making videos about the stuff that he wants to make videos about. I'm going to get with Hannibal, and I'm going to get the list of videos that you took the clips from to make the music video, and we're going to dive into them. We're going to say, okay, here's the impression that we get from that music video. All right, the conclusions that we're drawing, are they justified? Because yeah, these are clips from him, from his videos, him saying shit, and it gives you a certain impression. Well, I already know that Hannibal and Monty watched all of the videos. Like, I think there was like 10 videos they watched in order to make the video, the music video that is, right? Called Life Application Officer. The music video has a theme, right? It's him and his fucking bigotry. They had to watch the videos in order to make the music video. They all those, you know, seemingly random statements all kind of coalesce with one another because they watched the whole videos. They had to collate all those clips and comments. So it's not a smear campaign if that's the kind of shit that's already on your fucking channel. It's already the shit that you say. So anyway, that's what I'm planning on doing. And done penis fencing with, yeah, he's done penis fencing. The homoerotic references will not stop. He's still not going to stop that. He enjoys those. All right. So, I think this is the video where D-Roy mentions Dr. Batar. And if I'm correct, and I've already pulled up a little something over here. Yeah. I've already put up a little something over here. And I want to go to the source. Okay. Yes, I'll turn off ad blocker for right now. Let me just go to the source instead of using the Wikipedia. All right. So I'm gonna let D-Roy talk because D-Roy has some concerns. He's not happy in this video. He's not happy at all. So let's see. Oh, by the way, D-Roy deleted this video. He deleted the one that I already reviewed, which was Conversations Part 4A. He deleted that one. The one that you're looking at now is Conversation Part 4B. And those two videos are gone. Luckily, who's that? Grabbing Carl. Hello, Carl. Luckily, somebody downloaded them, and so I still got them. So thank you. Big shout out to Keith Israel, one of the head honchos in IUIC. Thank you, appreciate that. So it's mine now, D-Roy. It's mine.
Cruz here, your life applications officer. Man, oh man, oh man. Have people been lying and cheating and being a hypocrite? I'm going to, before I get started, let me see if I can zip down here. Let's see here. this doctor right here, Dr. Rashid Rashid Butter. He kind of said some things starting off with the coronavirus as I get started. He said some things about the coronavirus that that I was saying. Where I think it's a terrorist attack, in my opinion.
Okay. So some of y'all are wondering, who is this Dr. Rashid Buttar? The fact that D-Roy Cruz, life application officer, has this guy agreeing with him, or he agrees with the guy, whatever, that raised a few red flags to me. Yes, I appreciate all the praise for Atheist Experience. You're too kind. Check this out. D-Roy Cruz just told you that he thinks that this virus is a terrorist attack. Now, I'm not sure what type of terrorist attack hurts the people who are trying to fucking do it, but fine. Maybe my counterterrorism training that we all receive in the military as a part of kind of how we do things in war and stuff, and warfare, fighter stuff. Maybe my training is fucked up. Maybe any of the stuff I learned after basic and AIT is all fucked up. Maybe just the co-classes that I took out in fucking Fort Irwin at the NTC. But I'm not sure what terrorist attack fucks up the terrorists. That doesn't make any sense to me, especially bioterrorism. It doesn't make sense. But okay, D-Roy Cruz, life application officer, he knows, and he's going to tell us how shit's happened, and he's going to defer to Dr. Rashid Buttar. And I have something to show y'all about Mr. Rashid Buttar, because D-Roy's lazy. I've said this before. D-Roy doesn't actually look in this. D-Roy doesn't research a goddamn thing. D-Roy looks for stuff that confirms whatever it is that he thinks in the moment. That's it. That's all he's concerned with. That's it. So,
Freedom!
Speed him up. Also, I bet G-Man isn't mad at all you guys used the soundboard last night. Does he have a doctorate in business?
Yeah, so Matt Dillahunty loves that soundboard. He has it hotkeyed on his fucking thing over there. I can't remember what you call it, but yeah, it's the G-Man soundboard is a favorite over at the EXP. So, my classmates. Yes, he has a doctorate. He is a certified medical doctor. That is true. He has been reprimanded by the North Carolina Medical Board, and he has actually been sued because he has killed 4 people. We'll get into that. He's actually killed 4 people.
Let me see here.
Very, very, very confident that there are many of us out there that have arms that are ready to fight if that's what it comes down to. I'm not promoting that, and I don't think it's going to come down to that, but I know that there are many. I'm going to share right now what Dominic Izzo shared with me, so I don't know if this is going to shut down the Instagram people, and I apologize if it does, but I'm just going to read this quick message that he sent out. And I was talking to him, he sent me a message. This is before I found.
So, the name of his thing is COVID-19 conspiracy, deceptive agenda. Okay.
Okay, so D-Roy still doesn't understand how sound works. When you put a device that emits sound on a hard surface, that sound hits the surface and then it comes back. It reverberates back into the device. And so whatever you're using on said device to capture audio is hearing that. So he's still not figured that one out yet. That's why that audio sounds terrible. He's placed that phone on the table, counter, whatever, and he's talking into it.
And let me get started here. Speaking of conversation, this is the last video I'm going to do about this. Hopefully my screen recorder will give me more time. But I'm going to play these two videos that represent, 2 or 3 videos here.
So if y'all are wondering, if you this is a USA Today talks about Rashid Buttar, a North Carolina physician, has used treatments that Offit calls outlandish. According to North Carolina Medical Board, those treatments have included intravenous hydrogen peroxide to cancer patients and topical chelation creams to children with autism. In 2010, a consent order with the medical board, Buttar explained that the hydrogen peroxide was intended for detoxifying the patient and improving their immune system. In the order, the medical board formally reprimanded Buttar and ordered him to inform all patients that his treatments may not have been approved by the FDA. Folks, let me tell you, there's a reason you do not drink hydrogen peroxide. Some people gargle with it, which is fine, but you don't consume that and ingest it for a reason. You know what happens when you put hydrogen peroxide on a wound? Y'all know that little bubbling you see? That's a chemical reaction. God damn it.
He black. We got a black man in office. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. We got a black man in office. Black. When Barack Obama was in office, they didn't try to make sense of anything. They just said, he black. We got a black man in office. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. Stop.
D-Roy Productions, folks.
Thank you for that. So, the reason you see the bubbling that occurs on the wound is that there is a particular enzyme called a peroxidase. And a peroxidase ends up taking one of the oxygens off of, someone put it in the chat, H2O2, and it turns it into something your body can use, H2O. So you're seeing oxygen escape from that wound. Now look, ingesting hydrogen peroxide can harm you, can kill you if you do it enough. That's fucking stupid. That will actually kill somebody in a large enough quantity. Right? Your body actively tries to... So we produce hydrogen peroxide as a part of our regular biochemistry. And actually, I think a few biochemical pathways produces it. And it has to be detoxified. That's why most somatic cells, if not all somatic cells, have a peroxidase enzyme to break it down, right? So Buttar is harming people, but this is the guy that D-Roy is turning to, and this is one of the problems with somebody like D-Roy. He doesn't know any of that. I didn't have to look up what happens when you consume or you ingest hydrogen peroxide. I knew it because I've gone to college and I'm familiar with biochemistry. You could say that I actually kind of do that stuff. So this is yet another example of the ignorant professing things and not knowing what the fuck they're talking about. This is a huge issue where you, D-Roy, are misinforming people and potentially harming people. Yeah, you can gargle hydrogen peroxide. It's fine. Just don't swallow it. There's enough interaction between the mucosa inside the epithelium inside your mouth, that you're not really going to harm anything. If you have an open sore, you'll feel the bubbling, but you're not swallowing it. There's a big difference. But this is one of the problems with people like D-Roy. And you think about it, he wants to put himself as a life application officer, and he's given these little tidbits, these little factoids that could potentially kill somebody, deferring to a guy who has actually killed 4 people. So he's not vetted this Rashid Buttar. He just found someone who agrees with his stupid shit. That's dangerous. That's incredibly dangerous. And so, D-Roy, I'm glad you took down this video, because maybe you picked up the hint that I was throwing down, that you didn't vet this guy at all. You just said, oh, he's a doc, he agrees with me. That's all that matters. For a life application officer, you just have to say shit. You don't have to actually worry about whether it's true or not. I'm hoping that's the one reason you took this video down. I'm hoping.
Show that Dragnaut Silvaz and his buddies are a bunch of hypocrites. They lied. They made a video about
a liar
my
and a
videos.
hypocrite.
They took out the parts of the video, these hypocrites, these liars. They took out parts of the hypocrite. I mean, they took out parts of the video
Took out parts of
that they liked. Okay, to make me look bad. But every video I do, either in the beginning of the video or at the end of the video, I explain the details. The details.
Absolutely. We can't just make a compilation of all of your sayings, and also put in every bit of detail, because then that would just be a documentary at that point. So the context behind you saying women are naive, I've already heard. The context behind you saying that you're superior to a lot of blacks, I've already heard. And the explanation to your bigotry, blatant bigotry, is unimpressive. I have to say, it is like the comments you made about white people licking the dogs and kissing the dogs in the mouth and shit like that. It's a joke. It's funny, but that is a negative racial stereotype. Whether you agree with it or not, that's what it is. But it's the explanation. We need to hear the explanation, and I agree. And that's why, because you're so upset, that we're going to go over those videos, and we're going to see, okay, what sort of person do you think D-Roy is listening to this video, this music video, the one that played at the beginning, and let's see if it's validated. And when we hear your explanation as to why you're superior, why women are naive, all this other shit, let's see if it all pans out. Let's see. Because I guarantee you we'll come to the same conclusion hearing the explanation, hearing the details.
The details, okay? But Dragnaut Silvaz and his buddies decided to take out parts of my videos, even videos that they don't even watch, that Dragnaut doesn't even watch. See, he is also very selective of which of my videos he watches. Like, he'll watch a video, and if he don't think he can squash me and his audience, he'll leave that video on the back burner. He'll look at it, but he won't put it on his show. See what I'm saying? He's real.
So I've been very open with how I select your videos. Actually, it has nothing to do with whether I think I can squash you in the video. I stay away from your videos where you talk about, you more so talk about socioeconomic issues, so like status, race, that sort of thing. Because honestly, it just pisses me off, and I'd rather not talk about it. Like, I'm just going to be honest. That's, if you did not know, because I could have sworn I said that already. You're just fucking ignorant, and you sound like one of my ignorant uncles in fucking Mississippi. And I would rather not talk about that. Like, I can, but I want to have fun. I want to enjoy this, because I know how mean I'm going to get. I already know. Buck Melanoma says, I'd never kiss a dog on the mouth without consent. Thank you, Buck. I appreciate that. Dogs have rights too. So I have watched those videos, but I do this because I want to, right? Why get on here and just shit on you? I want to try and give you an opportunity and just address some of the disconcerting things that you say about people who disagree with you on your theology. I feel that I can be more objective there. That's why I choose some of these videos. And of course, videos directed at me, like this. This one's directly directed at me, as redundant as that is.
Slick like that. Like, I notice he don't watch my videos in the order that they come in.
No.
He just looks at the titles and he say, okay, I'll pick one. Any video will do to pick on D-Roy Cruz. But what he don't know is that...
Well, hold on. You just said that I only do certain ones, but now you're saying any video will do. Which one is it, D-Roy? You can't say shit and then just contradict yourself in the same sentence. Come on, man.
One video might explain another video. You know what I'm saying?
One video might
That's
explain
what he
another
doesn't
video.
Pay attention to. One video might explain another video.
Really?
And the end of the video might explain the beginning of the video. The beginning of the video, I've already made my summary statement at the beginning of the video, and then at the end of the video, I'm just rambling on about some things. So, therefore, you can't say the things that you're saying about the video if you didn't watch the whole video. But...
So, I did not personally make the music video of him. It's like Hannibal, the beat animal, and Monty made the music video. They sat through and watched the whole thing. About almost 10 videos. They sat through and watched them all in their entirety. That's how they made the music video. So, I didn't actually have a part in that. So this complaint falls on deaf ears, man. I don't know what to tell you. You're saying that one video might explain the other. I would hope that the videos that are in a series would explain one another. That would make sense, but... Oh, God. Vaughn's 92-year-old mom, Alice. This guy does his research just like my little Irv. Oh, that's... Thank you, Mama Helton.
Just, you'll notice these videos that I'm playing... They're in that video, that little lovely ukulele video that they made. I had to go back and look and see was I really pissed off that day and said something racist, or you know. I also have a video in here where I explain what my channel is about, but I'm gonna play it because I don't have much time, so I'm just going to go on with it. Make sure I'm on here. Okay, I'm good.
Man, the ukulele video. They just needed the audio from that. Why would...
Some reporting was in the Democrats. All Democrats don't want gay marriage. All Democrats don't want, you know, for example, there's a lot of Christians in the Democratic Party who are not down.
Now I see why.
The whole gay thing, and when a Democrats go talking about the whole gay thing, they just, yeah, we voted for him, but let's kind of like turn it back this way a little bit. We didn't really vote for that now. We voted for him, but we didn't vote for that. You know, I've had this argument constantly with Christian friends of mine, especially the ones that are black. They think that they gotta vote Democrat, or it's a slap in the face to the black race if you don't vote Democrat. And what do you know about the Democratic Party that you think that it's the party for black people? You don't. Okay? But the thing is, I stumbled across this video. Also today about
Okay, so this video is incredibly hard to hear. There's nothing that I can really do about it. This is his audio that we're hearing. The reverberation from the phone being on a hard surface and then the mic picking it up. So what I can make out is that he's what's this? Jalais74, what's up? This is him talking about black people thinking that the Democratic Party is their party, and he is perturbed by that. I'm not sure where he got that idea from, but I'm pretty sure that somebody told him that, and so he's just lamenting about that. That's all that it is. I'm not sure how this is relevant to what Tommy Lee, what's up? Where are y'all coming from? Who are you people? Who are you? Why are you in my house? 10 o'clock in the morning. That's the best I can make out of whatever this garbage is, because audio stuff is hard.
He said something about some guy that was a Republican in his views towards voting for Trump. He complained about Middle Eastern people. And he said, why can't they remove their rags from their heads when they come to our country? No. You don't know that that's called, there's a name for that, rag. I agree. But you don't know what it's called. There's a name for it. You don't know what it's called. Now, women, when they wear it, it's either the burqa or the hijab, but the guys, they wear one too, you know. It's different. It's called something else. But because you don't know what it is that make you a bad racist person? First of all, because you don't know what the name of it is, so you say rag, that rag on the head or whatever. Okay, look here. We're Americans. When we go over to their country, do they know everything about us? And why we dress the way we do and all like that? No. Neither do they care. Okay? So, boom. Red flag number one. Okay? Two, they were saying that this dumb behind. He says, oh man, if there's anybody that makes me want to scream, it's him. Okay? He says, the whole point of America is freedom. That's why they can come over here and wear whatever they want to wear and practice any religion they want to. Let me tell you something. That is the biggest problem we are having. Everybody can come into this country and do whatever they want to do. We can't go over there in their country and do what we want to do. Within good reason. Within good reason. I agree that nobody should be able to go to anybody's country and do what they want to do. I agree with that. I really do. I agree with that. Let me see something here. I want to read my comment that I gave these dumb knuckleheads. You know my history here. I want to read that music. This ain't it. Whatever. That ain't it. It must have been one before. Been the one after that. Let's try this one. Oh yeah, this is it. Let me see.
I'm not sure why we're listening to this. I have no idea. I guess this is supposed to give context to something, but I know he's rambling about the differences between, social decorum in America versus some Middle Eastern country, some random Middle Eastern country.
Mr. Turkish behind, if that's where he's from. Jake in the middle, and you got a black woman on his left and a black guy on his right. And all they're doing is just like, feeding into the topic. You can tell they really, 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 really don't know or care about the subject. They just know what they better not say. Okay? They just know what they better not say. But they know what their laws say because they're on the Young Turks. And this is what I said, relating their comments with Jenks. When Jenks said, well, again, this is a nation of immigrants, and the whole point of America is freedom, 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 freedom. Everything is freedom. Okay? It's all about freedom. And then, they threw Black Lives Matter in there out of nowhere. I guess you gotta throw Black Lives Matter in there because you're surrounded by two black people. So Anthony was the broader part of Black Lives Matter. How does Black Lives Matter have anything to do with somebody coming in here with a rag on his head? Oh my God, let me read.
A little bit of irony here. So there's I guess two black people on the. He's talking about the Young Turks, and the host says he's flanked by two black people, and they're just yeah. He's pointing that there's a little bit of irony with D-Roy talking about other people just co-signing shit that they don't know anything about. A little bit of irony there, just a little bit. But so he made a comment under this video where they're talking about immigrants from some Middle Eastern country, still don't know which, and their attire, right? So that's kind of where we're getting at here. Again, what this has to do with anything that he rambled about at the beginning, don't know. We'll see. I don't know.
Black people are not special. This is stuff that I can't say in people's face. Black people are not special. They matter like everybody else. Let me tell you something. Get it in your head. White people and black people alike. You need to get this in your head. And I'm going to say something real important here before I finish. Black people are not.
Black people and white people alike. Thank you, Mr. Cruz.
Not special. They matter like everybody else. This is where Republicans and Democrats alike fail. Even Donald Trump fails on this.
Uh-oh.
Now, in Donald Trump's case, because the Democrats do it trivially. I mean, they do it like it'll be going on until the day I'm dead and gone and my grandkids are dead and gone. Okay? Democrats do it constantly. But Donald Trump had to do it if he wants, because things are so fallen state that he had to do it. Okay? If he wants any black votes at all, he had to do it to a certain extent. Let me ask a question before I say this. What if you never said the word black or African American? What if you just used the term people of all color and everything? Well, people of all color and stop violence in their communities. People of all color are going to come in here today, and I'm going to help them with health care. People of all colors and races are going to come in here today, and I'm going to help them with getting jobs. I'm going to go in their specific communities, which they shouldn't have their own daggone communities in the first place, Trump, and all the rest of y'all Democrats. They shouldn't have their own daggone communities. Every community is an American community. There's no community that belongs to the blacks, the Chinese, the Korean. See, we gotta stop this garbage. This is the problem we're having. But this is the thing.
So he was trying to get to some point and then got derailed because he realized that de facto segregation is a thing. People who are immigrants will tend to help out each other. They tend to reside in their own like little cloisters, little Italy, little Japan, little Tokyo, whatever, which is redundant. So that's the problem now. People staying in their own communities. That's upsetting. I am of the opinion that sure, you could have some neighbors that are of a different stripe than you, but if people from southern India want to get together because hey, they're from southern India, they're not opposed for other people, but they're going to make a concerted effort to have their own community wherever, then that's on them. They have the freedom to do that as they like. If, people from China, it's like, perfect example is BC up in Canada. A lot of Chinese, whole lot of Chinese. Big enclave. That's what I was looking for earlier. Enclave. And there's some history behind why there's a whole bunch of Chinese there. It's like there's a history as to why there's a whole bunch of Japanese in California. So that's on them. That's de facto segregation. They do whatever the fuck they want. I'm not sure why that perturbs D-Roy. I'm not sure at all why that perturbs him. I'm not sure why he cares about that. But that was a little tangent that he went on. But whatever. His audio is ass because he is playing a video of himself and he has the phone on a hard surface and that sound is coming back up into the microphone. So he doesn't understand how audio, and he didn't watch his own fucking videos. But this might be why he took it down. Well, it might have been the guy that he played at the very beginning who has killed people that he's using as a source, and it might be his terrible audio that he obviously didn't listen to. So, how do I donate to the D-Roy Dental Fund? You have to type in !pledge week, and the link comes up. I think Kiefer knows how to do it.
Parties do it. Both parties do it. What they do is they tickle the ears of black people. Trump is wrong for it, even though he had to do it.
So people pander to different groups.
Even though he had to do it. Because if you don't do it, they don't think you're looking out for them.
So you mean to tell me that Donald Trump, like any other politician, has pandered to a group that he wants as a part of his potential constituency?
Freedom!
If Little D wants that smoke on why we pick those clips, he can come on the show.
Exactly. Thank you, Hannibal and Monty's show. I don't think he wants that smoke. That's just me. There you go. There's a link. Pledge week. That every politician panders to the groups that they want to be there in their constituency. Like that's how politics works.
I stole $3,000.
That I don't know. What's up, bro? What's going on, Kamal? I don't like. So this is not a Democrat thing. This is how our politics literally works. Like that's how the system has been working for quite some time. But okay, D-Roy.
Always happens in life. Take a flash moment where you put black people on a pedestal. Okay? you on a pedestal, everybody in this country has to work for a living. No matter how much somebody puts you on a pedestal, everybody has to, and that's the key to everything, everybody has to have order and system, a custom, a culture. Okay, we have to be together on this in order for it to work. And that's not what anybody wants, but the truth about being together is we all can be together. Democrats think that everybody can be together. If we just let everybody do what they want to do, like Jink here, just let everybody do what they want to do, regardless. And then we can all be together. But see, that's not reality. That is not reality.
So, D-Roy is, and I'm going to try to break this down because I can hear him halfway decently. I played with the audio enough that I can kind of hear what he's saying. But the Democrats, just like Cenk here on the Young Turks, thinks that if you just let everybody do whatever they want and then we all get together, and that's not reality. That's not how it works. That's not how it works. So, allowing people to do what they want in a free country is not how you obtain the state of everything being copacetic across the board. So I'm curious as to what D-Roy thinks is the solution to this proposed scenario. I don't know. I'm not really sure where he's going to go with this, but let's see.
Reality. We're not equal. And we never will be. And it's natural that we're not. White people and black people are not equal. They come from two different sides of the track.
Oh boy, here we go. Kwahu Jakwai, I think I'm not sure how you say your name, man. What's up? So here is where it's going to start. So I agree. People are different. We all have different abilities, different desires, different goals. Cool. I agree with that. But there is no homogenous group of black people. There is no homogenous group of Chinese people. There's no homogenous group of white people. I'm sorry. You look at fucking Goldberg from the WWE, and you look at, sorry buddy, Scientist Sam. Both of them are Jewish. One of them is clearly one in the genetics department, and the other is one in, other areas. So that's not, look, the difference between me and you, D-Roy, you are a midget. I am an actual, full-size man. I agree with you.
What the hell's going on? What the hell is going on?
Them teeps look like a fence on an old haunted house. Not even Droid deserves to look like. He's been eating rocks and broken glass his whole life. Give till it hurts.
I keep forgetting that the super chat MP3 is the Tremors, and it keeps scaring shit out of me every time people do it. But you were fucked up, Buck. You're fucked up. That's mean. But so I don't like this depiction because it relies heavily on some negative racial stereotypes. Not all white people are born with money. Not all black people are fucking poor and destitute. That's not how everything works, D-Roy. I'm sorry. Maybe in your family. My family, lower middle class, right? There's been some times when we struggled because we moved. But both my parents have been gainfully employed. We weren't, across the train tracks. I know what that's supposed to represent. Even when I lived in Lafayette, I wasn't living in a place that's in a particular area across the railroad tracks over on the other Home Depot. Anyway, if you're from Lafayette, Louisiana, you know what I'm talking about. But it is interesting that D-Roy's perception of status is built like that. Like, I do get it. Like, you can, in some cases, like Louisiana and Lafayette, you can actually split northern Lafayette and southern Lafayette, and there's a set of train tracks that actually does separate it. And you can say, look, there's a large group of people who live down here, and they just so happen to have a particular skin affliction. And that ends up happening, but that's not accidental. So, but D-Roy, that doesn't exist where you think. Like, I could give you an example of when I lived in North Carolina that you really didn't see that, right? But it depends on a lot of factors. If you have generational wealth, big determination. If your parents are educated, that's a big factor, right? What are you doing? Are you doing more than your parents? Are you doing more than your grandparents? My family mostly joins the military, so we were pretty well taken care of, and even that extends to my my in-laws. A lot of military. So what you are, Lafayette folks kind of sedated. Yeah, they are. They are. But this view, this is what I'm talking about here. This is a very ignorant view. This is a very myopic view of the world. This is a very myopic view of people, because I've been to quite a few places, and what you describe here, D-Roy, is relegated to certain communities, but certainly not all. I wouldn't even say most.
One has more education than the other. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. Mine was going through the civil rights movement, while the other one was raising their kids to stay out of it. Mine was working and owning businesses and real estate, while the other one was looking for reparations. Okay? One was brought up to feel like he's the beacon of America. He's the light in America. He is America. The other one was brought up thinking that he's a menace to society. No matter what good he ever does, he's still a menace to society because he doesn't look or have something that somebody else has.
One of the things that bugs me about D-Roy Cruz. Go ahead.
Freedom.
Careful, drag D-Roy might bite your legs off.
Freedom.
Ever play clips of this dude alongside Uncle Ruckus? Could you tell the difference?
Probably not. I've never played side-by-side clip, but you can't tell the difference. So here's the one thing. Like, I get that people view the world like this. This view is not uncommon at all. But what kills me about D-Roy is that I have reviewed videos where he has said explicitly that there's no such thing as a black community, but there's somehow this communal bond among all black people that fit this fucking description that he's giving you here. Now, you have to wonder, for somebody who really believes that there is no homogenous community of black people, how is he able to speak for the qualitative experience of all black people in America right here? Think about that for a second. How is he able to do this and hold that other belief at the same time? This is bullshit. Yes, I know it's not true. But sure, to some people, this may actually represent their life. Absolutely. But certainly not all. But doesn't matter. Whatever D-Roy makes up in the moment, that's what matters. Fucking bite my legs off. Fuck you, Logan.
So there is a big difference. And then when you get to the point to where, and this is where it really, this is where you really separate the Christians from the sinners. And this is where you really separate the men from the boys. Okay? When we get to that point to where we have freedom.
All right, so those of you who don't know where that super chat is from, it's from this. Now, I want to ask y'all something here. For those of you who realize that I've had that super chat clip up for quite some time. He's playing something that I've already reviewed. That's the only way I've gotten the clip. I'm pretty sure some of y'all just realized that after he just did that. Hold on for a second. That sounds familiar. Yeah. I've already addressed this. Before the video was made, the music video, Life Application Officer, was made, I've already addressed this video that he's trying to use as evidence of some context that we fucking missed. No, sir. I've reviewed this already. That's why I have the fucking clip to begin with.
Choose what we want to do. Okay?
Surprise.
What choice did we make? What choice did we make? What choice of philosophy do we study? What education do we call good education? What religion do we choose to study and be a part of? What everything from who we hang out with and who we go to school with and what we're learning all the way to the music that's coming out of our mouth. Where do we get it from? These things are important. And y'all, most of y'all, think that it's not, but it is. You're singing a song that you can't be still on the bus. And this song got cuss words in it. This song is calling everybody bitches and niggas and all this kind of stuff. And you go, okay. I'm lost. I'm lost. What does that have to do with freedom?
I stole $3,000.
What does that have to do with morality? What does that have to do with being a father? Or a good husband or a good wife? What does that have to do with being an American?
God damn it, I muted myself again. Fucking hell. Okay. I've been sitting here talking too, because I got wrapped up in this email. And cockwomble. Fuck you, Annabelle. I got wrapped up in this email because it is a good email, and now I have to remember what the fuck I was just saying. What's that? Shannon Moore. Hello. Are you? No, you're not related to him. So I do want to say something, and I'm not going to read out this person's name, but I think this is a good email because what he's talking about is just fucking stupid anyway. So I try to actually thank people for the super chats, but I sometimes forget. I usually give people shit. That's an easy reflex. But no, thank you, by the way, for those of you who feel the need to harass me with money. Nobody's obligated to do so at all. I try to read off people's shit regardless, but I do try to prioritize people who have a lot of disposable income, and I'm not looking at some of you. But don't be afraid to call me out on something. If you think I've been remiss in something, and you think I'm wrong, please say something. Please say something. Don't feel that you have to couch it very carefully so I don't be offended. No. I'm not Steve McRae. Okay, you can call me out. There's some Dinah Cat calls me out anytime he feels I mispronounce something. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. He's not above anybody else. He's not above me. I'm not above him. Right? I'm not gonna get shit right all the time. He's not gonna get shit right nor anybody else. Right? So don't feel that you have to dance around topic or beat around the bush or step on eggshells around me. Say what you're gonna say. Right? Say what you're gonna say. Be tactful, yeah, but don't feel the need that you have to, soften the blow. I'm a big boy. I miss no meals. No.
Freedom.
You're supposed to put a message in there, Annabelle. You send me 30 or so. Nope, 20. What's that? 20 quid. Thank you. I don't know how much that is in American actual money, but thank you. So yeah, no, thank you for this email person who sent me that email to remind me about that. But I'm going to read these AXP emails later. So, all right, you still have trouble with taking offense at call outs or making them. Don't view criticism as a call out. If you view it as a call out, then yeah, it's going to be offensive. You have to remember that you're not going to... I misspeak all the time. As much shit as I give D-Roy about saying certain things, a certain twang, I do it all the time. I don't do it to be mean. I'm being funny. But nobody's perfect. Just take a step back and go, hey, let me reevaluate. Just like the other day, when I said that there's two things that can cause a flu, a bacterium and a virus. Now, the reason I said that, and I actually went back and I looked this up after people in the chat said, no, that's just a virus. There was, at one point in time, there was thought to be the bacterium Haemophilus influenzae. I think that's how you say it. There's a bacterium actually called that, like genus and species, and people believe that it caused the flu as well, hence the name. That has since been debunked. It does not, but there's still people who practice medicine that say that it does. And so, unfortunately, I was taught by one of those people. So that's why I had that particular belief. Now, but it takes a bit to actually get to that point where you feel okay, but you have to be secure with yourself and your knowledge to be able to go, you know what? Yeah, I fucked up. So what you want to hear D-Roy sing? So the D-Roy singing is $25 American money. I don't know what is. Well, hold on. 20 quid, I think, is over $25. 20 quid to USD. Oh, Annabelle, you were like 50 cents short. It's $24. Like 50 cents. You were like 50 cents short. Oh, wow. Yeah, I just did the conversion. That's fucking hilarious and sad. I'm sorry, Annabelle. I'm sorry. I don't know how to... Actually, let me see if I can make it play. Just for you, Annabelle. Just for you. Just for you. I'll make it play. Let me let him play a little bit.
To fake you out. This is a distraction. This is an illusion that they're trying to create to dissuade you, to
Freedom!
Nook School.
Just a little bit ago, I did a video last
All
night.
hail King Steve McHarvey. Thank you.
I did a video talking about an atheist who told me that atheists just want to kill me. Let me tell you something that I didn't say last night. Why am I a Christian? Why do I feel that we Christians, if we have the opportunity, we should let our voice be heard while we have the opportunity? You know, this guy said a bunch of stuff that...
All right. Because Annabelle was 50 cents short, I will play for her the D-Roy song. I had to find it in Streamlabs. 2A HD Cat, what's up? Oh, I almost hit the kill command. Oh, no.
He black. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. He black. We got a black man in office. Black.
When Barack Obama was in office, they didn't try to make sense of anything. They just said he black.
He black. We got a black man in office. He black. He black. We got a black man in office. He black. Black.
Stop.
This is a test super chat alert for $1.
Okay, so there's actually, just so you guys know, let me make sure my fucking mic's on. I had to set the amounts according to what it allows you to do in the super chat window. So it's rounded down to 2 cents for the whole number. So for instance, the one that you just heard is actually $24.98 because I think it lets you go up to like $24.99. So whenever you're doing your conversion, think of just round it down and like round it to the whole number and then minus 2 cents. And the regular one for the voice is $4.98. And there's a kill command that is long and obnoxious. And I'm not going to tell you the price of that, but it's 98 cents. All right.
Again, like I said last night, I don't understand. Everybody's in your school. Everybody's in your society. You can't agree with everybody, but why so much scrutiny against Christians? When Christians are just one of many things that are in our society. So everybody is in agreement with everything liberal to the most part. Nobody is standing up and saying, well, I agree with this, but I don't agree with this. Who are the normal people? Who are they? I'm going to say this. This is the number one reason. You can beat on the drum, because this is the number one reason. Bing! There is no excuse for me not being a Christian. That is why I am a
y'all see why he took this video down? It's terrible. I'm pretty sure this is why he took it down. Like, this audio is horrible. I'm trying to play with the audio on my end to tell you he's just, there's reasons that he's a Christian and he's trying to work his way through why that's what he's talking about.
There is no excuse for me not to be. Everything in this world that's going on is because we choose to believe that the higher powers above us have any right to say anything. Okay? And you prove that you believe in a higher power when you feel that you need to keep talking about science, knowing that science doesn't have anything to do with anything spiritual or moral. It's the observation of material things. But you feel that you have to put a power there in place of God because you're going to scratch God off the list. So let's put something else there.
All right, so for those of you who can't hear over the weird noise distortions and all this other kind of stuff, what he's basically saying is that people are exalting science in society, and what he sees in society is a result of people exalting science over some supernatural deity that may or may not exist.
So you try to use science and evolution. Then you wonder why you're so angry and you want to kill Christians. Okay.
And so from this, from you, me, and everyone else exalting science over everything, that's why we want to kill Christians, because that makes sense.
There is no excuse for prostitution. There is no excuse for abortion. There is no excuse for religion. I agree. That's in there too. There is no excuse for your religion. And everybody is religious. Everybody is religious. How is everybody religious? Because everybody believes in something higher than themselves. They just think that they can choose what that higher thing is. Atheists are trying to use science. Oh, science, would you please be our God?
Yeah, so he's going into scientism. I'm not sure if he knows what that is, but he's talking about people adhering to scientism. I don't know too many people who actually do that. But he often conflates people who are scientifically literate with people who exalt science over everything. And of course, science exists in a particular realm. It's not going to help me maintain my marriage, unfortunately. That is another area of study separate of that. But this is D-Roy's conception of what something is, and you'll hear him kind of, if the audio will allow you, you'll hear him conflate different things. And right here, you see one of the conflations between D-Roy defining science, the study of the natural world, because you hear him actually say it, albeit poorly, and then you hear him reference religion in a way that is synonymous with science. So the way that you exalt science, well, that's actually religion. Okay, so you being scientifically literate or acknowledging using science, that is religion. And so he has his religion. Everyone's religious. Everybody's religious. Something that you think is above you or higher than you. So that's being science. Now, this frame of mind is hard to disabuse somebody of. I don't wake up in the morning and think of how can science help me take a piss. I don't go to my refrigerator and go, man, I'm hungry. Let me eat some science. It doesn't encompass my day-to-day operations, really. But for D-Roy is under the impression that there is some alien state of mind in which you just kind of bootstrap whatever it is that he's identified, whether it be your science literacy, whether it be your political affiliation or racial identifier, whatever, he will bootstrap that into everything about your life. Because for some people, yeah, they are all about their racial identity. That's all they're about. Some people, they're all about their politics, their political affiliations. That's who they are. D-Roy Cruz is one of these people. Who he is as a Christian is all that he is. There's nothing really unique about D-Roy, other than some of the things that he says. Now that's where you kind of sort of get the interesting aspects of him, is a lot of the ignorant and sometimes contradictory views that he holds. And that's why he makes a good topic here for my channel. But D-Roy doesn't seem to actually be able to get outside of himself and understand people genuinely understand that, you know what, my impression of what this person or these people are may not be accurate. He's not one to disabuse himself of bad ideas. He's not invested in seeking the truth. He's invested in trying to seek easy answers. And so that's why you'll hear him say some very, very batty things at times. Von Helton's children, Daddy would call this guy a credit to his people. I'm sure he would. I'm sure D-Roy would be a credit to his people in Von Helton's eyes, amongst other things.
You know, and then there's the coming together of people. You can get enough people to agree with you. Then you have a higher power. There's power in numbers. If you can get enough people to agree with you, how many people do you need to agree with your homosexual call? How many people do you need to agree with your feminist call? How many people do you need to agree with your transgender call? How many people?
I have to apologize. The sound is terrible. If it gets worse, I'm gonna just cut it. This is terrible.
It's going to take a lot of science, a lot of people, a lot of weapons, a lot of anger, and a lot of nonsense to get rid of God. And at the end of the day, you still didn't get rid of God.
It's amazing. There are gay people who believe in God. There are scientists who believe in God. There's all these people that he claims are just so consumed by whatever box that he's thrown them in. They can still believe in God. It's so amazing. I'm not sure how they do it. They must be able to do multiple things at once. Crazy.
Okay? I'm not trying to hate. I'm just trying to appreciate. Okay? God bless you. I'm D-Roy Cruz, your life applications officer. I had to get that out. That's a short one. Thanks for watching. D-Roy Cruz here, your life applications officer. Anybody that's been watching my channel, first of all, knows that I am not black conscious. Let me say that again, I'm not black conscious. Anybody that's been watching my channel knows that. But I have to unpack some things there.
Okay, so here is we're going through. So D-Roy has collated the videos himself, and so I real quick, I'm gonna go check on the wife, Chiop Gonzalez. What's up? I'm not sure that's how you say your name. For those of you, oh, by the way, if y'all are just subscribing, y'all might want to hit that bell notification because you're not gonna get shit otherwise. But we're going through clips that were placed into the actual music video. Has anybody's opinion of him changed after hearing the context? Has that changed anybody's opinion of him? I'm just curious. Actually, let me pull up a straw poll and I'll be right back. Let me pull up a straw poll because he's playing them. let's see, after listening, how's your opinion of D-Roy changed? Okay. Yes, no, I don't know. Okay. All right. Oh, I was about to come check on you. How you doing? Surviving the streets? Everything put up? No. Okay. I'm about to come check on you. All right.
Looks like I'm robbing the store. Walking in just like this all the time.
Listening to the context. All right. There we go. Okay, people. All right. So that's the straw poll. So I will be right back. Oh, I was going to help you put stuff up.
I mean, it's a lot.
I'm going to help you put a little bit of it up. All right. Give me a few minutes.
They had paper towels and disinfectant wipes.
Freedom! Freedom!
First you gave G-Man gay thoughts and now you're provoking DeRoy's flesh.
All right. Gave y'all enough time. All right. All right. So. After listening to the context, has your opinion of D-Roy changed? And we got 18 votes. 94% say no. And 6% says I don't know. All right. Well, just so y'all are aware, I'm not people kind of, it's a hit and miss with people watching these, because there's some people who can't. Some people just can't follow it because he's stupid, he's ignorant, they can't stand his cadence, his speech cadence. D-Roy doesn't like when I do these straw polls. Now you'd have to imagine, why would he be upset? It's easy for him to say, well, Dragnot's misrepresenting me. And when I ask him for clarification, he won't do it. He'll just complain about it, all right? So I say, maybe my impression of you is wrong. Maybe I'm just not being very charitable. Maybe I'm being remiss. Okay, I'll bite. Sure, that may be the case. There are other people who have been watching this, some of them who are Christian, some of them who aren't Christian, some of them are anything in between. There's some other theistic religion, whatever, right? Whatever. All types of people. So I'm just going to throw it to them and see what they think. So he's under the impression that everyone in my audience is the same goddamn person, same beliefs, same everything. But if that were the case, then when I do polls like this, I wouldn't get anyone with I don't know. Even every time I put a third option down there, kind of, somebody ends up hitting it. So it's interesting because now he has to make up something else other than maybe he's just a bigoted, ignorant piece of shit. That may not be the case, but it seems to be the case. But I just wanted to let y'all know he does not like when I do these polls. I'm interested in y'all's input, but whatever, right? D-Roy's only interested in people that agree with him because he can't do anything else with the people who disagree.
One guy that Jesse Lee has interviewed a number of times, as he keeps saying, let me unpack that. I'm going to unpack some things right now. Number one, anyone that's been watching my channel knows that I'm not black conscious. Neither do I baby, spoil, or agree with black people. So before you go to acting crazy from something I've said, understand that
Okay, so when you say you don't agree with black people, when I hear that, that tells me that if I say that the sky is blue, you're going to disagree with me. That's kind of what I hear. I'm pretty sure there's another way to parse that statement, but the more charitable explanation would have me to presume a few things, right? I would have to presume that you mean at large, right? At large, I don't agree with black people. Well, okay, here's the thing. There is no, and I've said this before, there's no homogenous group of black people that they're all the same fucking person. And it goes for any group. Again, I've said this before. D-Roy's issue is that he loves to generalize. He loves to create this generalization of whatever group that he doesn't like at the time, right? So it is incumbent upon him to clarify who the fuck he's talking about. Say, hey, you know what? There are some notions within certain black circles that are pretty prevalent, right? They keep popping up. A lot of these notions I don't agree with. Like, if that's what he's talking about, then sure, I would agree with him, actually. Sure, there's a lot of stupid shit put out by Kinfolk Conscience. Well, who is it? Kinfolk Collective, Tariq Nasheed, some of these other cats that are actually pretty fucking popular. Urban intellectuals, I can't stand them. They're fucking stupid. I actually agree. But they only represent a certain portion of the totality that's out there for people who in particular have my little skin affliction here. So I'm not going to generalize because I know that other people think that they're stupid too. But D-Roy doesn't care about that. D-Roy is interested in trying to antagonize people because he wants to be right. D-Roy is under the impression that he is the lone survivor in the landscape that has been just decimated by intellectual or anti-intellectual thoughts, right? So this is what D-Roy's setting up here. And it's funny to me, being as ignorant as he is, him being the lone survivor in this scenario, one of the lone survivors. Like, no, D-Roy, you aren't special. You disagree with people, but because you are on the back foot, because you seem to be the underdog and your opinion of different people doesn't grant you a higher veracity with claims than anybody else. That's not how that works. You aren't right by virtue of you disagreeing with the majority of people on any topic, because I've seen you do that. That's not how that works at all. Saw Netta. Dr. Umar, yet another example. Oh, I don't know what he means when he says black conscious. I have no idea what he means. What I was told was that you are aware of certain institutions that that to this day hinder progress in certain black communities. If I'm trying to think of an example, like the school to prison pipeline. You're aware of the school to prison pipeline. Certain disparities that exist there. Certain shit like that. Like, that's what I was kind of told, but it's taken on a life unto itself now. So I'm not sure what he means by that. And it'd be nice if he would actually explain what he means by that. But again, he's not invested in people actually understanding what he's trying to say. He's interested in people just agreeing with him. That's it.
I love Jesse Lee Peterson. I think he's got a great mind.
No one's shocked by that.
And I appreciate what he's doing. I appreciate what Colin Flaherty is doing. I appreciate Jesse Lee's defense of white people. How he's out to protect white people and he's out to make them feel good around him. I'm the same way. I love me some white people, and I will end up in jail if anybody black handles my white friends the wrong way or anything like that. I love my white friends. Most of my friends are white. I don't say that to give myself a racial identity or a political identity or a non-racist identity or anything like that. It's just a fact.
It's such a strange thing to say. That's I like why do you have to point out the race of your friends and in a defense of them in this like what if scenario, right? That's such a weird thing to say. If they were your friends, regardless of what race they were, wouldn't you want to defend them? Like my Jewish friend versus my Mexican friend. Oh, if something happens to my Jewish friend, I'm gonna go to jail. Well, what about you, man? Well, he's Mexican. Like, that's such a strange thing to say. But that's how he views the world. Did I get a super chat while I walked away? Hold on. It was the Angry Roach. First you gave G-Man gay thoughts, and now you're provoking D-Roy's flesh. Oh, thank you, Angry Roach. I appreciate that. Thank you.
Freedom! Freedom!
It means you are immersed into the whole of blackness. It's from the civil rights days. Think Black Panthers.
Yeah, that may be it. But that's going to be couched in a very specific way. It's going to be couched in a very, very specific way for D-Roy, right? I don't think for a second that he doesn't conflate New Black Panther Party with Black Panther started by Huey P. Newton. If he listens to Jesse Lee Peterson, he doesn't even know that there is a distinction. I'm willing to put money on that.
And Jesse Lee's the same way. My culture is not black consciousness. My culture is Christian. And in the Christian community, there is no color. Now, maybe
There's no color in the Christian community, but he went to go on to say what would happen if someone black hurt one of his white friends. It's a really interesting distinction for somebody who views people just as Christian versus non-Christian. That's interesting. Those separations exist. Those divides exist when he wants them to exist, right? Really interesting. Because if you aren't invested in that mindset, you wouldn't say the things that you say concerning race. I'm just at my impression, but maybe I'm wrong. His culture.
Does anybody watching this understand what black consciousness is?
Please define it.
Black consciousness is the idea that you are a victim in this country, formerly known as the United States. You are a victim in this country because you are black. And everything you go through, okay, is because you are black. Everything negative that happens to you is because you are black.
What's going on? Who's that? Stephen Wright? Well, welcome. So I think someone said in the chat, yeah. So victimhood. We can sum this up with black victimhood. D-Roy, of all people, does not adhere to black victimhood. Okay. For one thing, I've never heard black consciousness defined as that. I don't know where he got that from. Being aware, being conscious, being awake, seeing certain institutions that impact black people does not say that, well, I believe that everything happens to me. I was not a victim of the school to prison pipeline. So, but I can acknowledge that it does exist in some forms, in some places. That does actually happen. But what the fuck is he talking about here? But the best thing here, to me, isn't his misrepresentation of what black consciousness actually is, for better or worse. It's that's exactly what the fuck he does. How many videos have we watched where he has made himself a victim? And to the point that he's upset that I keep pointing it out. You have a victim complex. And at times, it's a black victim complex. The fucking irony, D-Roy. That's you. You don't agree with your mindset? You are a perpetual victim. You are a black victim. You are a Christian victim. You are a short victim. You're everything. Everything about you, you have placed in a realm of victimhood. I've sat and I've reviewed videos where you've done that. You have got to be fucking kidding me. You are the best. You were a victim when that drummer whooped your ass and you had to go run to your pastor. You were a victim when the guy at work was going to stomp a mud hole in you. You had to go run to your boss. And you're a victim because I criticized you on YouTube and you have to run to YouTube to see how you can shut that down. You are a perpetual ass victim. Get the fuck out of here, D-Roy. Oh my God. I see why you deleted this video. This is a goddamn shame. You have got to be kidding. That's all you talk about is being a fucking victim. Out of anybody I review, even G-Man is not much of a victim as you. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. Oh, by the way, some of y'all were wondering, and some people have asked, how I know D-Roy's watching me in incognito mode. You see that icon at the top with the hat, little circles underneath it? It's next to the calendar icon. It's the second to last icon at the very top.
I stole $3,000.
That's incognito mode. That's a window that's open. It's in incognito mode on a phone. That's how I know. He cut. Oh, booty wipes. So
This is all I was able to get.
that's all potatoes. Okay. I'm gonna want you to make some potato salad. I'm gonna try to get me another grill, and we can grill some stuff. I'll probably do that maybe later this week. I gotta find a decent grill. All right. Stealing Alice and Jerry's money with Vaughn. Veckel and me just found our new bowling partner. Yeah, I know, right? Oh God. Jailbait videos down. Hey, Kiefer, you got that video, my man? I'm gonna need that one. Okay.
So again,
The victim.
somebody that don't know what I'm talking about might feel like I'm hating on black people by saying I'm not black conscious. But I am not black conscious.
Okay, so I got a present there was a grill that's this fucking big, and so it got infested with stuff because I left food in it, so I had to get rid of that. It was insufficient, so yes, I need an actual grill because my wife made me throw away my big grill before we moved. So yes, I'm going to get me a grill. I paid off my car, so I'm going to get. This is a family investment. I'm going to get a decent sized grill. So anyway. This, yeah, sit down, relax. Sit your. Oh, cool. That big? All right. Was it this big? Okay. That's what she said. All right. So here's my problem with what D-Roy is saying here. Now think about this for a second. If I tell you all, if I make a whole video and I say, I don't agree with white people's shit. Now, white people need to stop white people's shit. There's just so much white people shit going on, right? White people need to stop. Make a whole video just saying stuff like that. I never actually explain to you what white people shit is. How are you supposed to, charcoal, by the way, how are you supposed to understand the point that I'm trying to make? How are you supposed to really agree or disagree if I never actually explain that to you? Does that make sense to anybody? If I say, okay, this black people nonsense, I could, you could go, okay, well, he's talking about World Star Hip Hop. Or maybe that's what it is. But even if you were to presume the best case scenario, you take the most charitable view of what you think I'm talking about. Is it accurate? Am I being accurate? How can you even invest time in evaluating the claims that I'm making if I never actually define what I'm talking about? Think about that for a second. It doesn't really matter whether or not you agree with D-Roy, agree with me in my hypothetical scenario. How do you evaluate the claim? That's what I'm trying to get at. That's what I want people to see. If you are trying to be objective, you need the facts. You need to see where someone is coming from and understand what the subject is. He doesn't do that. But then he's upset. He's mad when people go, okay, you're really ambiguous. It's just, there's vague here and there's vague there. There's some sort of reference to stuff, but then we have to glean a little bit of stuff here and there from different videos. Well, it seems to be a little ignorant, just a little bit. Buck Melanoma says, victim of his own bigotry and general ugliness. If I had to wake up and look in the mirror, I'd be mad too.
And any black person that is a survivor, that is a warrior, that is actually standing up against racism, he wouldn't be black conscious either.
And black people in the Christian community that need to get their head around this because it's a fact. You read the Bible, there's no reason for you to worry about your race. If you're a Christian, you don't worry about race. You can call me. You know how many times I've been called the N-word and have been abused in my lifetime?
But he's not a victim. He's not a victim. But listen to him. He's not a victim.
Different white people, and I still
Ain't black conscious.
am not black conscious, and I still am colorblind. I don't see people by the color of their skin or any secular form of culture. I see people by one thing. Are you a child of God? Do you love Jesus as much as I do? You love Jesus?
Now, the way that he sees people, now think about this, right? He's somehow able to draw these lines and bifurcations based on race. Somehow he's able to do that, but he doesn't see people like that. He just spent a good 10 minutes telling you the differences between black people and white people, but he doesn't look at people other than in a religious versus non-religious context. Okay, cool, D-Roy. Let's presume that we all are stupid and we didn't hear you literally do exactly what you say you don't do. And say you view people as being religious versus non-religious. How does that help you understand people? Buck Melanoma says his whole life is one giant resentment. I'm pretty sure it is. I don't disagree with that. You view people religious versus non-religious, whether they are God believer or not God believer. That's interesting. That is very interesting to me. I could have sworn that there was more to people than that. I could have sworn there was a whole people existed in different dimensions as far as who they are, what their likes and dislikes, what they're inclined to, what they're averse to. There's a whole lot to people other than that. But this is what when I say that D-Roy wants to put people in boxes, this is what I'm talking about. He views people in a very myopic just arena. So you can fit into one category for D-Roy. That's it. You have, like, from the people watching, different political views, different social views, different views, a lot of stuff, different income, social status, all that stuff. But the one thing that he's going to distill you down into is your beliefs in a deity. That's it. Everything else is stripped away. You as a person don't actually exist for D-Roy. You are only a label, the label that he wants to put on you.
As much as I do, I know you love me as much as you're supposed to love me. See what I'm saying? If you love God, if you love Christ, the way you're supposed to love God, you will also love man the way you are supposed to love man. And I've been around white people as well as black people who, even though they claim to be Christians, they struggle with that. Okay? I think if you struggle with that, you are not qualified to have a platform of discussion on your part about what is racism or white supremacy or any of that. Okay, so I just wanted to get that off my chest. Now, as I said, we are Christians, and if we are truly, honestly, completely born-again Christians, we don't worry about our race.
All right, we're going to end it here, folks. This is enough torturing y'all with this nonsense. I might just pick this bad boy up tomorrow instead of waiting a day. But anyway.
On a side note, what's up with old people standing so close?
Old people
They
standing.
not get the social distancing.
If they standing close, just say back up, old bitch. Get back. Just
They're the most vulnerable people, and they be wanting to sit on top
no.
of you.
I don't.
There's a big old thing on the floor at the store that says "stand here," and they standing all on top of you and stuff.
Just fart. Just fart. They'll get away from
I
you.
just was wondering. No, it's not just. No, I just noticed that. Like,
Just old. That's old. Look. You know what?
people don't care.
Look.
I just was wondering.
They should know what's going on. If they don't want to follow, it's just like the people who were burning down 5G towers.
Nobody had masks on, and they were looking at the people that actually had masks on. People were looking crazy.
I'm pretty sure.
They old, they on top of you with no mask, no gloves.
You on top of you? How many dudes got on top of you? I missed that part. What happened? How many was that? You film it?
Old people.
All right. So that's all I can torture y'all with today. Kiva, if you have the video where he talks about him looking at jailbait, jailbait, I'm gonna probably do that one Wednesday, Thursday. I don't know, but let me know. Let me know. Hopefully he redoes this video. He redoes this video. Jesus, I just woke up. Because
How did you just wake up at 11?
I just woke up. I woke up like this. Did you get me more coffee?
Yeah,
Thank you.
That on the list, and cream.
And cream. Good. I got some cream for you. So I'll think of a schedule. I got some stuff to do this week for class. I gotta get my son up, so he got work to do too. So you got to upload now. Awesome. I hope that this video gets redone because he's taken the time. Yeah, that's all. He has taken the time to collect the videos.
He deserves a mod.
We'll see. We'll do a vote. We'll see. Because I appreciate, because I'm trying to be fair, I appreciate the fact that he took the time to collect the videos I appreciate the fact that he wants to defend himself. I'm afraid that it doesn't really do much good, because even hearing the details, it doesn't make it sound any better. It sounds like he still has some very narrow views of the world and of people, and he's trying to enlighten people, right, as to how he came to the conclusions, but it still comes across as he is not very well versed in dealing with people, and he's not very knowledgeable, at least just basic human psychology, right? And I don't just get that from this video. There's not one video that I use to come to conclusions about D-Roy. There's a reason I can recall videos and instances of him saying things, because I have a running memory of that. What's up, Drag? A big salute, AXP co-host. Yeah, Drag, not Harvey. Thank you. Ha 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 ha. But I'd fucked up shaving, so I had to go to the pedophile look. But it's like D-Roy is good for saying things and not understanding that I'm not going to just take that claim in a vacuum. I am going to check it against the other claims that you've made, and that's how I found out, man, that you've been contradicting yourself a little bit. But that's fine. I'm going to try to actually listen to the rest of this video and offer him some more feedback, some cogent feedback, because he is under the impression that no one cares for the details. It's hard to listen to him, for one thing, because he can never get to a goddamn point, and that he sucks at actually trying to articulate himself. Now, you add that on top of the fact that he doesn't actually know how to think critically. Like, D-Roy is not a critical thinker. There's not a nice way to say that. D-Roy has no mechanism to check himself. That's why he keeps playing fucking Dr. Rashid Buttar. He doesn't care that this guy's killed 4 people. He doesn't care that this guy has not actually vetted any of his medical interventions. He's just bullshitting people. And that's why he's been reprimanded and actually sued because of him poisoning people. But this does not matter to D-Roy. All it matters is people agree with D-Roy. That's all he cares about in life. That's it. He can dictate to you, you listen, and accept it and believe his bullshit. I'm not going to believe somebody who is less than me. I'm sorry. It is what it is. He can be upset by that all day long. If you want to place yourself above other people, D-Roy, I'm going to place myself above you as somebody who's a critical thinker versus somebody who's not a critical thinker. It is what it is, man. If you're upset by that, prove me wrong. You can fix that. This is a D-Roy problem. This ain't a Dragnot problem. This is a D-Roy problem. I didn't make you ignorant. You made you ignorant. So on that note, I'm going to check these emails some of y'all sent me from AXP or about AXP. I will be appearing on AXP more. We just got to get the schedule situated. The reason that there is a big gap in between my appearances because I was supposed to be in the studio. And so I have to get my childcare situation solidified, and then I have to contact Mark to say, hey, when's the next open spot on AXP? And so by then they've already scheduled people a month out. So that's why my appearances are sparse like that. But for those of you who are wondering how that works, Matt has indicated that he does want me on more often, so I will be happy to oblige, but that there are logistical issues to work out. So, but now that we're doing it like this, I'll probably be on more often. You expect to see me on probably Talk Heathen next, because I was just talking to Eric Murphy about that. So we'll try to get that in the next few weeks. When it got me down for a date, I'll let y'all know. But glad I'm taking atheism seriously. It is what it is. The doctor's name is Dr. Rashid Buttar, Buttar. Rashid spelled the regular way. So on that note, I'll play y'all out. Where is it? There we go.
D-Roy Cruz here, your life applications officer.
Number one, anyone that's been watching my channel knows that I'm not black conscious. Neither do I baby, spoil, or agree with black people. Black people.
It's a horse. Just wanna thank you, Lord, that I can breathe today. Oh, I can breathe. Leroy Cruz.
I love me some white people.
Leroy Cruz.
I love me some white people.
That's another dumb thing that black people jump. That's another dumb thing that black people jump. Leroy Cruz.
I love me some white people.
Leroy Cruz. Black, 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 black. Next to every good black person is a fuck. Just wanna thank you, Lord, that I can breathe today. Yes, I can because of all you've done in me. Now that's just a piece of the song.
Look here, you stepped into drag nuts territory. I'm the mob, nigga. I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people.
I'm superior than a lot of blacks because I follow the right culture.
I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people.
You know, I've seen these atheists act like a bunch of fags.
I'm the mob, nigga. I love me some white people.
A woman flashing her beauty. That's like walking in a room with dog treats. Like, why are you bringing those in here? Are you trying to tease me with treats, or what are you doing? And even clean. I think women are naive.
I love Jesse Lee Peterson. I think he's got a great mind.
Need to watch your mouth. Need to watch your goddamn mouth. And I'm thinking, brothers, sisters, somebody know this lady. Come get your dog. Like, call off your dog, man. Get her out of here, you know.
D-Roy Cruz, your life application. So I'm still signing off. Give me something, and I'll write a video about it.